Let's bring in Becky Quick, who just spoke to Warren Buffett about Jack moments ago. Becky.
Hi, Melissa. Warren Buffett really admired Jack Bogle, and when he heard the news about Jack Bogle's passing, he had a lot to say about it. He's known Jack for many years. He said that Jack Bogle has done more for America's investors as a whole than any individual that he's known. Buffett said that Bogle not only saved investors a lot in the fees that he made them more long-term oriented instead, he also said he thinks that if you would find the turnover numbers in the S&P 500 index funds versus the ETFs are very different. And he thinks that Bogle really did a lot to reset the investors' minds. And just pointed out again that he brought down fees dramatically for those who followed his words. He made a couple of comments about Jack. He said that a lot of Wall Street is really devoted to charging a lot for nothing, but Bogle charged nothing to accomplish a huge amount. He said that Bogle covered in a 30-year period a lot of people and converted a lot of people in a 30-year period to the right religion of investing, and he said it's a good religion. It really pays off. But again, he said that there's no one he can think of in the world of investing who has done more for America's investors than Jack Bogle, and that's because of the fees that he brought down. He pointed out that if you're looking at index funds out there, maybe it's about $3 trillion right now, but he said even if you're talking about $1 trillion, if you're talking about management fees of 1% over the course of a year, that would cost investors about $10 billion, and Jack Bogle successfully brought that number down to just about zero. So just really pointing out all the good that Jack Bogle did for Main Street investors.
Yeah, he really brought investing to the American public at large, Becky, and you and I know very well that people who watch our programming all day long, they may be invested in individual stocks, but for the most part, most people who are watching are invested in mutual funds or ETFs, and all of that would not be possible without Jack Bogle and what he wrote about in his Princeton thesis, which is just amazing to think that so long ago, as a college student, he thought of the idea of the index fund.
That's right. Really converted things and managed to convert a huge portion of America over the course of probably just 3 decades or longer.
All right, Becky, thank you so much for tuning in. Our own Becky Quick, who spoke to Warren Buffett moments ago. I just want to read an excerpt from the statement that was released by Vanguard. This is from the Vanguard CEO, Tim Buckley. Jack Bogle made an impact on not only the entire investment industry, but more importantly, on the lives of countless individuals saving for their futures or their children's futures. He was a tremendously intelligent, driven, and talented visionary whose ideas completely changed the way we invest. We are honored to continue his legacy of giving every investor a fair shake. And that's really what it has been about. I mean, for so long, Wall Street has been maligned as being an insider's club. And all of a sudden, with the index fund, that club opened up to a whole audience of investors who never had the opportunity, really, to invest in the stock market before.
Think about the words from Warren Buffett, who's done more for the American investor than anybody he can think of. I mean, that's pretty high praise coming from somebody who could probably claim that title himself. So it's pretty incredible. And to your point, he leveled the playing field for all of the citizens of this country. It's a pretty remarkable life.